Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Howard Lloyd and this is the scene on junction 28 on the M5 at Cullompton. As you can see, traffic backed up a long way on the southbound carriageway. Northbound it's very clear, and that is the result of a road traffic accident which occurred shortly before 6 o'clock this morning. What we know so far is that a car and a lorry were involved, and a lady in her 20s, has been airlifted to Derriford Hospital. We also happen to know that 3 other people have been taken to the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital in Exeter for treatment. The accident, as I said, happened shortly before 6 o'clock this morning, and police have urged anyone who might have seen anything with any information to get in touch immediately. So as we can see, traffic backed up a long way. That's just at Cullompton. Willand's in the distance up there, and traffic backed up a long way. It has been since this morning, and the bad news is apparently it will stay like this for a good few hours yet, well into the afternoon. So motorists are being urged to avoid the area as best they can, and apparently to come off at junction 25 if you are heading in the Exeter direction, to try and avoid the traffic, which is also, you can see around here, very heavily snarled up going into Cullompton as well. I've just come from there and I can testify that the traffic is very bad in Cullompton itself as well. But as we can see, this is the M5, that's southbound in Exeter direction. Southbound carriageway closed, the northbound carriageway moving with pretty light traffic. That turn off for the M5 is closed, and if we look up here we can see that traffic being diverted off. It is moving ever so slightly more freely than it was an hour or so ago when I first arrived, but still moving very slowly. So just to say, you can go on Devon Live for more updates of the accident, but what we know so far is that a crash just before 6 o'clock this morning involving a lady who has been airlifted to Derriford Hospital involved a car and a lorry. As I said, a lady in her 20s has been airlifted to Derriford. 3 others are receiving treatment at the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital. The M5 closed here at junction 28. Motorists are being urged to come off at junction 25 now in a bid to avoid some of the tailbacks, which are significant now, and as I said, traffic in Cullompton itself very bad as well. More updates, like I said, on Devon Live, and also anyone with any information which could help the police have been urged to get in touch immediately. So as I said, that's the M5 at junction 28. Again, if I just pan around here. That way, follow the signs, around that way, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, as we can see here, traffic very heavy. This is all traffic heading into Cullompton, which is getting very congested now. As you can see, the quick glimpse through there. Traffic on the northbound carriageway pretty light, but obviously the southbound carriageway is closed. People being urged to come off at junction 25 in a bid to avoid some of the tailbacks. As I said, it seems to be moving ever so slightly more freely now than it was when I arrived an hour or so ago, but still very slow. I'll just reiterate one final time. As I said, the crash happened just before 6 o'clock this morning between junctions 28 and 29. Involving a car and a lorry. We know the lady has been airlifted to Derriford Hospital. 3 others receiving treatment at the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital. Motorists being urged to come off at junction 25 to try and avoid some of the traffic. Like I said, if you visit Devon Live, there is a live blog with up-to-date information, giving the information as we find out ourselves about the situation. But unfortunately here, as we can see, very heavy traffic around Cullompton, in Cullompton itself. and yeah, best to avoid the area if possible. Thanks very much for joining me. I've been Howard Lloyd with Devon Live.